Hello, everyone. I am Lily Mae, creator of the Glambitious brand, and this is another installment of the Glambitious Virtual Expo, where we introduce you to some dynamic women visionaries. I'm excited to hear from them. Definitely, tune in to what they're saying. Make sure you follow them on their social pages, visit their websites, because these ladies have taken time out of their day to day just to impart some wisdom on us and to share what it is they do and how they serve other women. So the first lady that we're going to have speak to us today is Sherry, and I'm going to bring Sherry up here to speak. So Sherry, you can take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sherry Leopold, and I am from Springfield, Illinois. And I am so grateful to be here with you, Glambitious, awesome people. And it's my honor to be here. And I'm excited to share with you something that really impacted my life about 6.5 years ago. So I was 6.5 years ago so tired, so exhausted, overwhelmed, had so many things I was involved in, mom of three, wife, all the dogs, cats, all that whole thing. And I could hardly show up for me. I don't know if that's your experience where like the minute you wake up, you're already tired. Monday morning, you're already thinking about Friday afternoon. That was me. I was tired inside my own life. And so my friend, I saw her posting something on social media and I was like, what is that? And what it was the Thrive experience. And, we hear the saying all the time, you need to thrive in life, not just survive. That was literally what I was doing. I was not sleeping through the night. I was doing sleep math. If you don't know what that is, it's where you check the clock, check the clock, check the clock. That's sleep math. And then snoozing 3 or 4 times afterwards. That was my life. Enter the Thrive experience. So what is the Thrive experience? Well, Thrive is a 3-step nutritional supplement that is, the parent company is Lavelle, and which is kind of a pun because it's actually level. And that's what I feel like I did. And that's what I want to do for you. I want to help you level up, but I also want to level out those nutritional gaps that you have, because the Thrive experience, those 3 simple steps, it simply replaces a multivitamin. But I take in the morning these 2 capsules first thing when my feet hit the floor. Like I don't even get out of bed. I sit up, I take these 2 capsules first thing in the morning with about 6 to 8 ounces of water. 20 minutes later, I get ready in the morning. 20 minutes later, I take my lifestyle shake mix. And this is actually tons of pre and probiotics in them. So good for your digestive health, just rock star gut health. And if you don't know, your gut is your second brain, and your gut tells the rest of your body what to do. So it's really important that you take care of that stomach. Third step, literally looks like a sticker, no joke, is kind of like a sticker, but it's a vitamin infused foam. And it actually helps with mental clarity. It helps with weight management. And all 3 steps make you feel like just on top of the world. And that's totally what I want for you. So I suddenly found myself day 1, I kind of poo-pooed it, didn't think much of it. I was like, I just got a lot done today. Just kind of thought it was me. Day 2, I was like, I haven't had my 6 Diet Cokes a day that I was drinking. And I didn't remember that I didn't have any of that Diet Coke to crutch on because I couldn't get out of my commitments in my own life. So I was like, oh my gosh, I've gotten to the evening and I haven't had any, but I didn't even realize it. But day 3 was my aha. And it's the one that I love sharing about because I literally went to bed and woke up 8 hours later. And I woke up before my alarm went off. So I didn't hit the snooze because I was already awake and it hadn't even gone off yet. Thought for a second I'd overslept and realized I'm just awesome because I'm awake. And I was so ready for my day. I jumped up, sat up, took my capsules, ran down the hallway, went to jump in the shower and thought, I'll step on the scale. And I'd lost 4 pounds in 3 days. And I was like, oh my gosh. So here was my weird spot because like I was already in another company and I didn't really want to get into anything else. But I knew that I could get my products free by referring to people, which we can, and you can too. But here's the thing. I didn't really want to sell it. I didn't need anything else on my plate. I was already too busy. I already had too many things on. I already felt like a crazy person in my own life. But I thought, you know what? That was the moment that I realized that if I didn't tell you, that you would be missing something that I had found that helped me, and that I would be the mean girl if I didn't tell you. And so that was where I made the decision, was standing in the shower was because I knew I wanted to help my friends. I wanted to help the other tired moms. I wanted to help the people that couldn't sleep like me because they were stressed about everything. I wanted to help people be a better wife, a better mom, a better dad. I wanted to be that person that helped them. And so that is what that experience has done to me. And that's what it can do for you. Do I know exactly what it'll do for you? No. Some people just have better joint support. Some people have the digestive support. Some people have a clearer head or less brain fog. Some people just have unbelievable amounts of energy. My husband just improved his running to the point where he's done multiple marathons, including the Boston Marathon. The most he'd ever run was a half marathon, and he thought he was going to die afterwards. So here's the thing. If you're ready to up level in your life and be the literal best version of you that you can be, you should really give the Thrive experience a chance to impact your body like it's impacted mine. The other thing is, it's interesting because the Thrive experience is for the inside of your body. And we just last year came out with the Thrive Skin CBD infused. There's 3 steps to it. There's other products in it, but it's CBD infused, which also helps with inflammation. So now we get the Thrive Glow from the inside out, but we also get the Thrive Glow on the outside. So it helps with the dry skin. It helps with the breakouts. It helps with those fine lines and wrinkles, and it helps with inflammation because that's what CBD oil does. It's organic, all natural, and non-GMO. So I love that. And the Thrive experience is all natural, non-GMO. It's all sourced, both product lines are all sourced and made in the US, which makes me feel proud and feel good for supporting our jobs in the US. And you know what? I feel good about the ingredients. They're premium level ingredients. And that's why people say, oh, I can feel my vitamins, or I can see my skincare working. That's what you get with the Thrive experience and the CBD Thrive Skin from Lavelle. And it's my honor and privilege to be able to share that. I do have a very large team. I work with people, I mentor people in sharing the product. But you know what? Here's what I really want. I just want you to feel better. And when you feel better, you look better. And when you want to look even better, then you can look better with the Thrive Skin. So that's my honor to be able to share that with you and to be able to impact your life in that way. So what I would like to do for you is I would like to offer you a completely free sample of the Thrive Skin or the Thrive experience. Either way, you can choose or you can do both. I am totally open to either. So all you have to do is message me at sherry@sherryleopold.com and just send me a message that says Thrive, or hit me up on any of my social medias. My social medias are all Sherry Leopold. That's my name. 2 R's and an I, because if I have the opportunity, I'm going to impact you, I'm going to inspire you, and I'm going to help you change your life for the better. So that's what I want to do for you. And for anybody who is just like, you know what, I'm going to jump in. I'm an action taker. I will automatically give you $50, no questions asked at all. I will give you $50 off your first order. And it will also help you thrive for free the following month, because that's what I do, because I'm going to impact you by inspiring you to live your best life. I thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, Lily Mae. Appreciate you and appreciate the Glambitious tribe.
Thank you so much, Sherry. So everyone, you know that health is wealth now more than ever. So definitely connect with Sherry so that you can not only get your health in order, but you can help other women get their health in order as well. So our next speaker is Miss Shantae. Let me bring her up.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Glambitious Network. And thank you so much, Lily Mae, for having me on the platform. I am Shantae McKinnon, the CEO of McKinnon Strategic Consulting Group. And today I want to talk to you about having a healthy money mindset. So what does it mean to have a healthy money mindset? Well, I'm glad you asked. And I want to give you 3 points today to help you define and develop what it means to have a healthy money mindset. So let's start with number 1, increased self-worth. That's right, increased self-worth. What does that mean? That means that your self-worth is no longer measured by what's in your bank account. Whether you feel rich, whether you feel poor, you feel confident either way, because your self worth is not indicative of what's in your bank account. So, in order to have a healthy money mindset, you got to increase your self worth. Okay, so number two is to forgive yourself for any financial mistakes that you have made. There are few people on the earth that can say they haven't made a financial mistake. I personally had 13 credit cards. That's right, 13 maxed out credit cards. And I wanted to buy a house. And so I was put in a position where I had to pay all of those credit cards off, and I learned from my mistake. So I decided that I was going to move accordingly going forward, and I would never again have that many credit cards. I recommend one for credit purposes, but again, forgive yourself for any financial mistakes. Number three, you want to optimize your budget. That's the key word here. Budget, budget, budget. You need to know what's coming in, what your income is, and what your expenses are. And you never want to exceed your income if you can help it. And this is why it's important. It's imperative that you optimize your budget. Don't be afraid of your money. This is how you develop a healthy money mindset. And if you would like to learn more, please visit our site at mckinnon.scg.com. Again, that's mckinnon.scg.com. Thank you, Glambitious, and thank you, Lily Mae.
Fantastic. And I'm so glad that Shantae was speaking about money because, money is gold and gold is stability and stability is how you thrive. So I'm glad that she was able to touch on that because we definitely want to get in the right money mindset. So please connect with her so that you can get in that right money mindset and just attract all the abundance that you deserve for your vision and your hard work. So our next speaker that's going to be coming up is Miss Wendy. Let me add Miss Wendy on. Let's see. There she is. Take it away, Wendy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wendy Alexander, and I am the CEO of Inspiring Decisions as well as the Global Success Society. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much. I always say I want to start out with I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I've been married now for going on 25 years. I have a 21-year-old and a 24-year-old, and I am a global entrepreneur. I help women to build and brand their businesses globally. I believe in going from local to global, to step outside of your zip code into a different country code. And I actually started doing business overseas about 16 years ago in Dubai. And the last 4 years up until this past November, I was living in Dubai because one of the things I realized is that it's great going back and forth, but one of the things I always say is sometimes if you're talking about you want to be global, you definitely want to go to that country you want to visit. You want to make sure that it's something that you want to do because it's different than living in the United States. And so I started traveling back and forth years ago there, and I said, you know what, once my kids get older, they go to college, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to live there. So we were like a global family because my husband was in Afghanistan doing some contract work as well. So my business has actually started in Dubai. Now I'm back in the United States, and so I'm helping women to take their businesses globally. And so one of the things I always believe in is that there's three key factors of going global that I think sometimes that we miss being Westerners. And also, I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. And so I don't want people to make the same mistakes that I did. So what I do is I provide cross-cultural training. And so in my training, I talk about the number one thing is making sure that you understand the culture, and that you learn the culture, and that you I always try to say really embrace the culture in order to fully be aware of what's going on, because every country is different. Places don't operate like the United States of America. They just don't. Even though Dubai, a lot of the Middle East is very westernized, there's still some differences. And so you want to make sure, number one, that you know the culture. Number two, you want to make sure that you also build relationships. It's important to build relationships. Do not, and I repeat, do not go into someone's LinkedIn and say, listen, hey, I had this product that I want to sell you. No, you have to build a relationship. It's a total different aspect than what we do in the States. Because in the States, we'll send people, join my webinar, sign up for this. Well, when you're talking about working overseas, building relationships is important. And not only that, once you build really, really good relationships, the referrals just come in. You don't have to worry about being on social media all the time. You have people sending you inbox, always referring people to you, inviting you to different things, because you have built a genuine relationship. And then number three, I always talk about making sure that your product fits the country. So it goes back to number one, which is making sure that you understand the culture. Because if you understand the culture, then you can determine whether or not your product is going to fit within that country and that culture. Everything doesn't fit in every single country. And especially now that we are all pivoting within what is going on with the pandemic, people's needs are different. But one of the things I can definitely say is when you're talking about building a business internationally and you're talking about whether or not your product fits, I'll give you a prime example. Some people might say, you know what, I actually want to come to the Middle East and I want to sell pork. Honestly, people have said, I want to sell pork and I want to be the number one pork seller in the Middle East. Some people might be like, well, you know what? No, you know what? It's a Muslim country. I'm not going to sell pork there. Well, guess what? You absolutely can. You absolutely can. There are certain markets that actually sell to non-Muslims. And so you actually can be the number one pork seller in the UAE if that's something that you decide to do. But again, because sometimes people go to Google, places like that says a Muslim country, I'm not going to do it. Now, does it make sense for you to just say, you know what, that's the only thing that I want to do there? No, you can absolutely do other things there. But that's why once you learn what the culture is, then you can kind of tie it into whether or not your product is actually going to fit. The other thing is making sure that when you're looking at the target audience, you want to make sure you make some money. And what does that money look like? The currency is different in every country. It's very important. How are you going to get paid? Not only do I do the Middle East, I do Africa, I do London, I've traveled to India. And so I love everything about international. And when I go to these different countries, one of the things I have to look at is the currency. What is the currency rate to the US, right? Because that's important. Also, we always say, can you pay me by Cash App? Well, guess what? I just started using Cash App, y'all, probably like 2 weeks ago. And that's the truth, because overseas they don't use Cash App. So I was like, okay, let me get up to date, even though I'm American, on this Cash App, because people kept saying Cash App. And I was like, what? So you want to make sure that you're able to get paid. So does that mean that everybody's going to have PayPal? Probably not. So how are you going to get paid, and what does that rate look like to you? So there's so many different factors that come into play when you're talking about being a global entrepreneur. And so I always tell people to have patience, really study and really research, and really make sure it's something you want to do. So I'm gonna give you an example of my day. And that's why I said, make sure it's something that you want to do. This is usually how my week goes, our day. So I'll get up, and sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning, I have my first meeting. Sometimes it's 3:30 a.m. Usually by 4 a.m., I definitely had a meeting. Very rare do I start at 5. Usually by 7, I've probably have about 6 or 7 meetings already, because it's international. So remember, you want to be where on the time zone that your client is, right? So I'm not going to tell somebody, oh, I don't get up to 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and that's what time you're going to have to be on. No. So I said I wanted to be a global entrepreneur. So being a global entrepreneur means that you're going to have to wake up at some crazy times, and your schedule is going to be a little crazy. So that means I might take a little bit more naps during the daytime in order to meet the needs of my clients. But that's something that I signed up for. And then also, will you travel to that country? Are you okay? So now you build this relationship. You have this client that's somewhere, maybe South Africa. would you go to South Africa? You have to think about that, because that's what happened to me. That was a mistake I made, is that I had a client that was in India, and I was like, she's like, oh, now I need you to come over. I was like, we're 2 years into this, and now you want me to travel? You want me to go over? I never even thought about that. And then so she was like, yeah, I want to actually part of our contract. And I was like, okay, so now I have to go travel to India. So you want to make sure that you would be willing to travel to those places, because a lot of times we say we want to do global business, but we're like, I don't want to travel there, you know. And if you don't put that in your contract, tell them up front that you don't want to travel there. And so those are the tips that I have for you. Those are some, that's like the little nuggets that I can say, you know, when people are saying that they really just want to be a global entrepreneur, is that you definitely start out with understanding the culture is the most important, and building relationships, and then making sure that your product fits. And so I thank y'all so much for listening to me today. And so again, my name is Wendy Alexander. I have a group, which is a networking group of women. It's called the Global Success Society. And you can go to the globalsuccesssociety.com. We will be opening up membership in August. And so we have traveled to India together. We've spoken together. I have I've had past events in Dubai, where we come together and people have become international speakers, authors. So we have a variety within that group, but we definitely do travel. I know it's the pandemic, but listen, we're going to still be traveling. We do a lot of exclusive events that people won't see. You'll be invited to different things because you are a part of that group. And so again, that opens up in August, and that's www.globalsuccesssociety.com. And thank y'all so much. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much, Wendy. I think it's very important that we all have an expansive mindset. And so you definitely have to think beyond the city that you're in, beyond the state that you're in, beyond the country that you're in, because your purpose is definitely meant to be a global mission. So I'm glad she was able to share some of those tidbits and jewels. So last but not least, so you guys know that this is the Glambitious Expo, which means not only are we talking business and things of that sort, but we want to get into a little glam. And so we have a special guest that was going to be a vendor during our live event, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the glam that she offers. Let me pull Tanika up here. And Tanika, you can unmute your line so we can hear you.
Hey everyone, I am so glad to be joining the Glambitious crew today. My name is Tanika Johnson, and I am an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. I basically get paid to play in jewelry, and I absolutely love what I do. I have been a paparazzi consultant going on 3 years now, and it actually was a stepping stone for me to start my life coaching and consulting business. Did I know that when I started this opportunity that it was going to teach me everything I needed to know about leadership, starting a business, building a business, growing a business? No, I just knew that I was ready to quit my part-time job and find a way to make money on my own flexible terms without having to punch into 2 clocks. At the time that I joined this opportunity, I was in school full-time for my doctoral degree. I worked a part-time job, and of course I was working a full-time job as well. But I had a goal. I said, school is too stressful right now. I need to find a way to still make additional income and still be able to get my schoolwork done and maintain my grades and do what I need to do. So I looked into becoming a paparazzi accessories consultant, and I haven't turned back. I've made so many strides in this business. I have a team that is consistently growing right now, right now 36. We are always looking for those super ambitious women and men, because men sell paparazzi too, that are willing to step out on faith and take a chance in this bling business. Okay, so just a little bit about paparazzi accessories. We are known for our infamous $5 jewelry, and just let it be known, our $5 jewelry is lead and nickel free. We also have statement pieces that are $25 as well. But the kicker to that is, if you become a paparazzi consultant, you can get those pieces at a discounted rate. Okay, so the discounted rate for paparazzi consultants for the $5 pieces is $275. The discounted rate for our statement pieces is $1625. So just think of how much money you could be saving by becoming a paparazzi consultant and getting them at that price. Even if you decide that you don't necessarily want to sell the jewelry, but you love the jewelry and you love to have the accessories and stuff like that that we offer. So another thing about us is, even though there are still a lot of us selling this jewelry, we all have different inventory. We get new releases Monday through Friday, and there's always something new. Nobody has the same inventory. It's enough success for all of us to go around. We're not hoarding each other's customers and things like that. So don't think that it's a saturated market. If anybody has ever told you that paparazzi is a saturated market, it's not true. So the other thing is, as a paparazzi consultant, you do get 45% commission on your sales, and we make money 3 different ways. So you can make money from your on-hand inventory, you can make money from people purchasing off of your website, and you also make money by team building. And so that's pretty much what paparazzi is in a nutshell. It is $99 to get started if you wanted to start with a small home kit. We have a $299 and a $499 kit as well, and each one of them comes with a certain number of pre-selected pieces. If you were to purchase the $499 kit, it does come with a convention ticket for you to go to where we have our convention for that next following year. And like I said, it's just been a blessing and an opportunity to be in this business. We have people who are in this business and they're consistently making 4, 5, 6, 7 figures every month, whether it be in commissions or whether it be in sales. If you are a mother that is looking for some additional income to pay for simple things like daycare, keep gas in the car, keep groceries in the house, pay for school. If you're looking to see if being a business owner is really for you, using an opportunity like a multi-level marketing company is a good step for you to do. Because it could be a stepping stone for you to get ready to step off into the business that you really want to do. And then, like me, you might step off into it and you might fall in love with it and never want to fall out of love with it. So I've been sticking with the process, and I can consistently say that I have set my own goals, I push my own goals, I've smashed my own goals, and I'm consistently making 4 and 5 figures per month just off of this jewelry business, and yes, off of $5 and $25 jewelry. And the impact that I have been able to make in making women feel beautiful and giving them the option of lead and nickel free accessories, because women just like me who have sensitive skin, who have eczema, we can't wear certain accessories and things across our skin. It irritates it and it causes too many issues. So when we dress up and we want to get ready, we want to be able to accessorize just like everybody else. So just like these pieces that you see that I have on, these pieces are $5, and we have nice different assorted pieces, from necklaces to earrings, bracelets, rings, anything like that. And just to show you an example of what a statement piece would look like, here's an example of what a statement piece would look like. So when we say statement pieces, they really are statement pieces. They speak for themselves. You enter into it, and somebody is going to ask you, where did you get that from? Even with our $5 pieces, somebody is going to ask you where you got that from. So I am looking to add additional team players on my team. If you are looking to quit your part-time job, even quit your full-time job, because we have teachers, real estate people, all kinds of different people from all kinds of different walks of life who have been able to retire from their job, basically from selling $5 jewelry. It has built so many empires and legacies, and is steadily doing so each and every day. If you are interested in the opportunity for you to create the success that you want and not have a cap on the income that you wish to earn, Paparazzi Accessories is definitely for you, and I would love to have you on my team. You can find me on social media at TNT Jewels. On Instagram, if you look me up on Facebook, the same thing as TNT Jewels as well. You can also find me on Facebook at my personal page, Tanika Johnson. I would love to schedule some time to speak with you, tell you my personal testimony, and give you a little bit more information about the business. Thank you.
Fantastic. And what I love about my platform is that I'm able to bring so many different dynamic women from all walks of life, from all types of industries together to share different insight related to entrepreneurship and thriving in your health and wellness as well. I think it's very important for anyone that's considering entrepreneurship to know that there are multiple points of entry. Like there's not just one way to do it. You know, I encourage you to visit theglamceo.com because we have a number of ebooks and webinars that teach you how to do a lot of the things that are necessary to begin a business or thrive in business. We have ebooks like, you know, how to design in Photoshop so that you can design your own flyers, or how to be your own publicist so that you can attract media coverage. You name it, how to plan your own events, the list goes on. And we also have opportunities for you to speak because I believe it's important for women that are entrepreneurs to speak about what they're doing and not be silent. It can be uncomfortable, you know, speaking on any platform, whether virtual or in person, but I think it's a key marketing effort and a key branding effort to speak about what it is that you're doing. And it allows you to network with people and to introduce your business to new eyes and ears, right? So whether you're an entrepreneur part-time, whether you have a multi-level marketing effort that you're in, or a full-time business, I think there's definitely, like Tanika said, there's room for us all to succeed in entrepreneurship, whether part-time or full-time. So I definitely encourage you again to press rewind in this video and connect with each and every lady that was on here today. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Lily May, or you can follow the Glambitious page at Glambitious IAM. And of course, visit the website because we have a ton of opportunities, resources, and things that'll help you along. And the website again is theglamceo.com. So thank you for tuning in to the Glambitious Virtual Expo.